Are you right wing or left wing? Um, my favorite wings are, um, honestly, I really like buffalo wings.
Hi, and welcome back to Through the Muck and the Mire. I'm your host, David Hollifield, and today I'm going to talk to you about Hunter Biden and the smoking gun. The problem is that I think it's just a smoking gun. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's just a smoking gun at this point. Unfortunately for the Republicans and for, all the Trump supporters and all the Biden haters, which I also am a Biden hater. The DOJ, which is run by the GOP, has already investigated it. The FBI, not that I support the FBI really, because, they do some pretty sketchy stuff. None of them brought any charges, so they didn't find anything conclusive, which obviously this email is not conclusive. It doesn't prove anything conclusively that Joe Biden is guilty of doing anything wrong. And that doesn't mean that he didn't do anything wrong. I believe that he did. But it's not going to change anything. It's not going to sway the election. Obviously people have already decided what party they support, regardless of what comes out at this point. To use Donald Trump's own words, he could walk out on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody in broad daylight and he wouldn't lose a single vote. So the same thing is true for Joe Biden. I don't even know why we pretend that any of these things matter, because clearly they do not. We have blatantly decided that we don't care what our politicians do as long as it's our politician and not the other guy's politician that did it. And another thing that I'd like to talk about, well, two things actually: social media and Hunter Biden's drug addiction. So first off, social media and just different platforms in general, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, limiting the sharing of these articles and sources and YouTube videos and whatever else. They are doing themselves a disservice by, they're enabling people to say, you better look at this before they take it down. And, that emboldens them to believe that whatever they're saying is true. Which in this case, again, Joe Biden probably is guilty of something wrong. But, there's just a lot of conspiracies that get put out there. Some of them could be completely off the wall bonkers. And the fact that YouTube and Twitter and Facebook are so quick to delete them and prevent you from sharing them just amplifies, whoever's saying it. It amplifies their voice and gives them credibility that they don't need to have necessarily. Just let us get the information. Let us all gather the information as adults and process it for ourselves and decide what to believe for ourselves. Obviously, these are privately owned and privately run platforms, so they can do whatever the hell they want. But that doesn't mean that it's a smart idea the way that they're doing it. I think it's really stupid, actually. And especially if they're focusing on one party lying, which they pretty much are, only focusing on conservative lying. They don't really care about liberal Democrat lying. It just makes things worse. So, and now Hunter Biden's drug addiction. I think that it's kind of disgusting, honestly, that people are attacking Hunter Biden and his drug addiction all over social media because they hate Joe Biden. They are completely forgetting the fact that whoever you are watching this right now, you probably know either a close friend or a relative that is struggling with drug addiction or has struggled with drug addiction. You probably even know somebody that's overdosed and died. I probably couldn't even count on both hands right now how many people I know that have died from heroin overdose or fentanyl or something like that, Oxycontin, since I graduated from high school. This is a huge systemic problem in the United States. Millions of people are affected by it. It's, I think, more of a mental health issue instead of a criminal one. It's not necessarily a character flaw, because there are amazing people that consume illicit drugs. And it's just kind of a classless thing to decide to attack Hunter Biden on it because you hate his dad, Joe Biden. And I understand the hypocrisy of it all. And there's hypocrisy to the Ukraine issue as well. We impeached Donald Trump for withholding funds from Ukraine so that they would do something favorable for him. And Joe Biden withheld money from Ukraine to get them to get rid of a prosecutor that was prosecuting a case against a company that his son worked for. It's literally the same exact thing that they try to impeach Donald Trump for. And they're guilty of it too. So yeah, the hypocrisy is not lost on me. The hypocrisy of Joe Biden literally writing the legislation for the 94 crime bill that bolstered up the war on drugs, which has been an epic failure and an epic waste of American taxpayer money. All it did was make drug use and HIV rates go up, overdose deaths go up, the incarceration rate of Americans, particularly minorities, go up. Yeah, I understand. I get it. You think that Joe Biden's an idiot and he was wrong to write that legislation in the first place. But just because Joe Biden sucks doesn't mean that you should attack his son for a personal problem that he's dealing with. And I also don't necessarily think it reflects, I've seen Republicans, conservatives specifically attack Joe Biden as a parent because his son, as an adult, is a drug addict. I don't know about you, but I'm not consulting my parents every time I decide to make a decision for myself. So anyways, I know that I have personally dealt with family drug addiction, and I've lost friends, and I have very good friends now that are amazing people that I love that still struggle with their road to recovery. And I think that we should just maybe try to stay away from attacking that. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Nothing's going to happen. You're still going to vote blue. Other people are still going to vote red. I'm still going to vote gold because I love liberty and the Constitution and freedom. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope you appreciated my 2 cents on the topic.